Hello everyone, I am back. I've been quite busy with Baldur's Gate, Starfield, and Cyberpunk, so I have not been posting for a while. I will eventually get to the Refraction Railway Challenge runs, but for now, we have a new ego. The new ego is Sinclair's Lantern, and I believe it's already revealed on the Limbus Kusoge site. I just haven't really looked at it for a while because I wasn't really very excited about Lantern ego. But let's just take a look at the animations first.
림버스 컴퍼니
나무와 함께 베어 넘겨드리죠.
So first off, it probably is a slashing move. It's chopping down the tree. Second off, the outfit that Sinclair is wearing is hilarious. It is I don't know how to put it. It's a fairy Sinclair. I just wouldn't expect Sinclair to wear this outfit. Alright, so that's it. It's fine. I think the selling point here is Sinclair's outfit is kinda pretty. Yep, it's kinda pretty. Didn't expect my boy to be wearing this, but okay. Anyway. Alright, so after watching the animation, whether you should pull this ego is currently a solid maybe. Now, the reason why I call it maybe is because this ego, right, is an AoE that can potentially become a 5 AoE for the cost of 4, 2, and 1. Which is really not very hard to get because Gluttony, Pride, yeah, there's a lot of good IDs that can give you Gluttony as well as Pride. In fact, if you wanted a perfect ID to go with this, right, just to feel this, it will probably be Red Sheet Sinclair here. Red Sheet Sinclair literally has the correct proportions of 3 Magnify Wounds, 2 Proliferating Talismans, and 1 Rupturing Talisman. So 3 green, 2 blue, and 1 lust. Pretty much a perfect proportion in order to feel this ego. In addition, for this character, honestly, once he does his big move where he acquires all the talismans required and then he gives an enemy the talisman, he kind of frees up himself. He doesn't need to add any more talismans to any enemy. He actually can just guard spam the entire game if he wanted to, which would also fill up this ego. Yeah, so this kind of has some synergy. The problem is that to get the 50%, it's still a little bit wonky because he doesn't generate aggro. Yeah, so he won't be dropping to this really easily. And furthermore, this ego does not heal you. It heals 2 allies with the lowest HP. I'm not sure if that targets itself. I'm pretty sure it doesn't because Pursuance doesn't do that, right? Pursuance is other allies. Fluid Sac specifically says all, so it actually can heal yourself. But if you corrode it, you can heal yourself on hit by 50% of the damage dealt. So this is still quite interesting, as well as you have to remember that this is an AoE, right? So 50% of damage dealt is from all of the AoE. So if you hit multiple things with this, you will heal a lot back. So it makes this guy into an interesting tank option. I just wouldn't actually like do that though. But if you want an ID for Sinclair that goes well with this ego, I think it's actually just this guy in terms of just fueling him. Otherwise, the other option would probably be Zwei Association Sinclair. Unfortunately, Zwei Association literally doesn't give any elements for this. So either they're going to give me a She section Sinclair to synergize well with this, or I just have to find a tank Sinclair eventually to get hit a lot so that I can activate the attack weight 2. Because without this attack weight 2, right, there are better options for this cost in order to hit like 5 AoE slash. You can do something like Yisangs. You can do something like Corroded Rodion. Corroded Rodion is actually really powerful because it's also applied 3 Wrath Fragility next turn. So there are a few options for AoE slash. And if you never even get this right, you can literally just look at Closed Eye Ryoshu or Open Eye Ryoshu egos, and those guys already pretty much do triple AoE slashing. So you really don't need this. Hell, 4th Match Flame Ryoshu also does triple AoE slashing. So without this +2 weight, right, there are a lot of better options to be using. Besides that, this is also not the best source of to heal 2 allies with the lowest HP. Pursuance is 30% and provides protection. Fluid Sac is 15% to all and heals SP. So if you want to compare this to other egos, it's really very tricky. The good news is that this ego, right, is a he ego. And that means that there's literally no competition for this ego. Yeah, Impending Day is a TEF ego, and Lifetime Stew is a TEF ego. Currently, we have no other he egos, which means that Sinclair can just run this no matter what. And if you ever find a situation where you have 50%, feel free to just pop it. Yep, and besides that, I really have nothing else to say about this ego. Basically, there are better options if you cannot get this 50%. The only one I think that can work is Red Sheet. Otherwise, you would have to find another way, maybe take some chip damage or something in order to drop to 50%, which you don't ideally want to be doing. You rather have a tank drop to 50%, which is why Lantern on Gregor makes a lot of sense, because it's why Gregor is going to take a lot of hits. And then he can drop to 50% and then he can pop his Lantern. If his Lantern had this line, it would be extremely good, because this is why Gregor will be taking hits. And he actually takes very little damage because of his defense level up. But he will eventually drop to 50% and then he can pop his Lantern, he will heal himself as well as get the extra AoE here. If only this was on Lantern Gregor, honestly. But if they add an ID for Sinclair that's all about tanking, I mean, we do have one, right? But he doesn't charge at all. Which ego? Hold on. He was here just now. Yeah, this guy here, Zwei Sinclair. He unfortunately doesn't charge any single one of them, but at the same time, his playstyle kind of fits this the most. Yeah, unless you're willing to guard spam with some of these characters here in order to get hit so that you can activate the ego, which honestly will cost you too many turns in Reflection Railway, but could be quite fun in every other content in the game. Alright, so that is it for my thoughts on this character, for this ego. I think this ego is just fine. I think it is actually a Season 0 ego for some reason, according to Limbus Kusoge. But this ego actually is part of the Reflection Railway. Oh, but it's not story related, that's why it's here forever. Okay, yeah. Lantern is not part of the story, right? So it should be here forever, yeah. So this ego, there's no rush to get it. Just take note that it does not clash with any of his other egos. So if you want to just slap it on him, feel free. It's just that whether you actually use it, right, is a bit questionable. Yeah. So my tentative answer is maybe. Either pull him just so that you can slap it on your Sinclair, or just don't bother, because you can get better healing options from elsewhere. You can get better slashing damage options from elsewhere. Alright. So that will be it for this, for my thoughts. And yeah, feel free to comment if I missed out anything. I will just take a look again and pin your comment or something like that. Alright, so that will be it. I will see you guys when I'm probably done with Cyberpunk or something. I do not know when that will be. But anyway, see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.